welcome to Barre with Mary. We have a full body class today, so about 45 minutes. And for equipment, all you will need is a set of light weights. So I have 2 pound. I always recommend going with a lighter set so you can hold on to it longer. However, you're more than welcome to have multiple sets of weights and swap out between the two if that's your preference. If you don't have weights, no big deal. Go grab yourself a couple of beans, a couple of cans of soup, maybe fill a couple water bottles. That should all be right around 2 pounds. Set your weights off to the side. You don't need them to start. And join me in a squat. So come down into your squat and just hold. Take a moment, look down at your feet. Make sure all 10 toes are pointing forward. And then really shift your hips back here so you can see all of your toes when you look down. Your knees are not eclipsing your toes here. Once you find that, go ahead and lift your heart. Lift your gaze so it's a few feet in front of your feet. And then really reach the hips back as you push the inner thighs away from each other. So the inner thighs pressing out helps to stabilize the knee joints right over the second and third toe. Maybe you extend the arms long. Soften your shoulders. On your inhale, you're going to rise up. Let the arms drop to your side. On your exhale, squat down. Pick it up. It's up and down. Go rise and lower. So if this doesn't feel good to add the arms, just ditch them. You can always bring them back to the heart, or you can make them smaller. As you rise, I want you to drive down into the heels. And as you squat, really feel like somebody is pulling your hips back. So you push the weight back into the heels. And you really actively elongate the hips back and the heart forward. You have 4 more times. Go 4, 3, 2. Now this time stay low in your squat. Bring the hands back to the heart. Just pulse your hips. Little down, little down, little down. Now as you pulse your hips down, feel the inner thighs pressing away from one another. Really push down through the big toe mound, through the pinky toe mound, and through the heel. So the feet are really stable into the mat here. You have 8 more pulses. 8, 6, you're here for 4, 3, 2, stay low. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, I want you to engage your outer glutes, and I want you to find a slight external rotation of the legs. So turn the legs out from the hip joint. And then rotate the legs to point forward. All 10 toes come back to parallel. Rotate out. Rotate parallel. Turn the legs out. Rotate back to parallel. So it's the thigh bones that are rotating here. You rotate them slightly open and right back to where they started. So we get external rotation and back to parallel. And really find here, as you find external rotation, that it's the outer glutes that are squeezing to rotate the legs out, and then coming back to parallel. 2 more, turn it out. Parallel, last time here, go turn it out. Now hold parallel position, extend the arms overhead 1 more time, inhale. As you exhale, stoop the arms back behind you, and as you inhale, stoop them overhead. It's exhale back, and inhale up, keep going. Now take this time to really connect with your abdominals. Double check that the ribs are hugging in, that the low belly is pulling back, and you're really feeling the pubic bone draw up towards the belly button. 2 more times, exhale back, and inhale up. Last time here, it's exhale back. Sweep the arms forward, hold, reach the fingers long, reach the hips back, and really feel a little bit more length through both sides of the waist. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, forward fold, release over both legs. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe sway the upper body from side to side here. So today's class has a slightly different flow to it than other bar classes that I usually teach. So we are going to start right at the top of class with thigh work, which is why we did a slightly longer squat series there, just to really activate the lower body. Take a big breath here in this fold, and let it go. Now bend your knees as much as you need to bring your hands down to the floor. And then on your exhale, extend the hips up to the ceiling, straightening through the legs. Inhale, bend, and exhale, stretch. Just getting a little bend, waking up the backs of the legs, elongating through the hamstrings. Try to keep the upper body really heavy. 2 more. We inhale, bend, and exhale, reach. The last time here, go bend, And reach. Now bend the knees. Plant the hands into the mat. So you might need to walk them over to the right side of your mat. Then step the legs back, finding a high plank position. Tap down onto your forearms, starting in a forearm plank. Now everybody join me, bringing our knees down to the mat. So your forearms, your knees, and your toes are all down into the mat here. I want you to push into your forearms, and as you do that, really spread your shoulder blades wide. Now feel your heart reaching forward, and then on your exhale, really actively pull your elbow tips back towards your toes, and feel how much fire you can build into the abdominals. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, feel the elbow tips pull back and let both knees lift up towards the ceiling, straightening the legs. On your inhale, gently tap both knees back down to the mat. Exhale, we press to straight. Inhale, we tap. It's exhale up and inhale down. So as you lift the legs off of the mat, I want you to really feel that deep core activation. So the low belly band is hugging up to the ceiling. The sides of your waist are really wrapping in toward midline. The front low ribs are hugging together. And you feel the back side of the rib cage lifting up to the sky. 2 more, we exhale, lift. And inhale, bend. Now this time, exhale, lift. You can hold, or if you felt more successful with your knees down, then go ahead and come back to knees down. Wherever you are, really find stillness. So push into the arms. Spread the shoulder blades and actively pull the elbow tips and the toes towards one another. Press the back of the head to the ceiling and just find your breath here. A long inhale and a long exhale. Hold and breathe for 4, 3, 2, puppy dog pose. Tap the knees down. Walk the arms out in front of you and let your forehead melt down into the mat. So your heart releases down towards the floor here, while your sitting bones reach up to the sky. Pushing down to the tops of the feet, take a big inhale. And exhale, melt your heart down to the mat a little deeper. Keep your legs where they are, just walk your hands in, finding all fours position. Now a fair bit of time is going to be spent on our hands in this class. So if you have sensitive wrists, I want you to come to a forearm tabletop instead, okay? If your wrists are okay, join me here in a traditional tabletop. Hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Tuck your toes. Take a big inhale, lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, hug the low belly up and lift your knees to a bear plank hover. So your hips and your shoulders are in line with one another. Now the main focus here is going to be keeping the hips still. So really wrap the sides of your waist in and feel the strength in your abdominals. Now take your right hand, tap your left shoulder, bring it back to the mat. Switch, left hand, right shoulder, back to the mat. Maybe a little faster, it's right hand and left hand. Tap right, tap left. Now as you do this, try to find as little movement side to side as possible. So you're really trying to stabilize your weight right in the center between your palms. Notice how one hip wants to lift. Fight to keep your hips equal and even towards the floor. 4 more, go 4, 3, 2, last one, hold your bear plank, big breath in. Now on your exhale, tap your knees to the mat, untuck your toes, and then rise up, reaching the arms forward, stacking the shoulders over the hips. Now from here, take a breath. As you exhale, I want you to squeeze your inner thighs towards one another, and then keeping your shoulders over your hips, lower your hips halfway down to your heels. Rise all the way up, hover halfway down. It's inhale up, and exhale, hover. Yes, so we're jumping right into a thigh dancing series. It's not gonna be a super long one. Okay, you're gonna get a moment to breathe in between our 2 thigh dancing series. So the difference between hinge and thigh dancing is that we are breaking at the hips here. So I'm not one long line, hinging back. I am bending at my waist, hinging my hips back toward my heels, and I'm keeping my shoulders stacked over my hips. 2 more times to rise up, lower to a hover. Last time, bring it up. Now hold your hover. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Lean your shoulders back and feel the tops of the thighs really start to heat up here. If this bothers your knees, you can tuck your toes. But first, I want you to really check that you're squeezing your inner thighs in. Just hold and breathe for 4. Chest lifted, 3. You're here for 2. Come back, tabletop position, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Tuck your toes, inhale. As you exhale, feel the abdominals engage, and then float the knees, finding your bear plank. Now again, you can find stillness, or you're gonna take the tiniest bend in both elbows, and then you're gonna extend the arms towards straight. Go, bend, reach, a little press. So it's like the world's smallest push-up. Really focusing on keeping the shoulder blades spreading wide, keeping the backside of the rib cage drawing up to the ceiling, and trying to keep your hips nice and stable here. So really just getting a little bit of heat building into the upper body. Quads are working, abdominals are working. Go 8 more, and go 6 more. You hold in 4, 3, 2. Here's your hold, both arms stay straight. Take a breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, wrap the abdominals around you. Hold right here for 4, 3, 2. Tap your knees, untuck your toes, come back up. Now, if you found that it was uncomfortable on your knees, take a moment, roll your mat up. If you're okay, join me, hinging halfway back, and hold it. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. Arms are reaching long in front of you. Take a breath in, and let it go. Now tap your seat to your heels. Come halfway up. Seat taps down. Lift halfway up. Yes, you've got it. Tap it down. And lift it up. You can rest for a moment when you tap your seat, that's fine. And then re-engage, yes. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. 4 more times. Lots of heat into the tops of the thighs. That's what we want, that's the goal. 2 more times. Tap the seat. And lift to a hover. Last time, take that moment. Now hold your hover 1 inch. Go a little up, a little down. Come up an inch, down an inch. Inner thighs squeeze together. Keep the shoulders leaning back. 4 and a hold. 3 and you'll hold. 2 and you'll hold. Here's your hold. Come up an inch and hold it. Shoulders back. Chest is lifted. Inner thighs squeeze. Yes. Breathe. 4, 3, 2. Downward dog. Plant your hands. Lift your hips. And take a moment just to enjoy a stretch. Shaking out the head, the neck. Pedaling through the feet. You're shaking the hips out. Take a big inhale. And let it go. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Quarter turn to face me. Wide leg forward fold. Grab your weights. Soften your knees and then slowly let your head be heavy as you roll up. 1 vertebrae at a time. We're going to continue with our thigh work. Come back to that squat position you started class in. But this time I want your feet a little bit wider so they're underneath your shoulders. Weights are in your hands. Come into your squat. So hips go back and torso hinges forward. Same idea as your warm-up. Engage your outer glutes and slightly externally rotate the legs. So not crazy wide, like a 10 and a 2. Extend the arms long behind you. Triceps, palms are facing one another. Now from here, we're gonna rise up, bending through the elbows. We're gonna hinge torso back, extend the arms behind us. Yes, let's go. It's up and down. Go lift and lower. Full range of motion. So as you rise up, I want you to really push down into your heels. And then as you lower into your squat, your turned out squat, I want you to feel your inner thighs pressing away from one another. So not dissimilar to what we did in our warm-up. The same alignment we talked about, the only difference is this slight external rotation in our lower half. You're here for 4, 3, 2. We're gonna stay low. Arms stay long behind us. Squeeze your palms towards one another. Pulse the arms up and up and up and up. Now really feel your knuckles reaching long here. Feel your hips reaching back. And then feel your chest and the crown of your head lengthening forward in opposition. So we're as long as we can get through both sides of our waist. 8 more pulses, go, it's 8, it's 6, here for 4, 3, 2, hold the up, inhale. As you exhale, I want you to spin your palms down so they face the floor. Right foot stays where it is. I'm just gonna step myself forward a little so I have more space. Left foot steps back behind your right so that the left big toe lines up with the front right ankle, okay? So don't cross it too far here. Palms are still facing the floor, arms are reaching back behind you. Drive down through your front right heel and pull your right hip back. So you're in this curtsy lunge position. From here, bend the elbows. As you lift the chest up, you extend the arms forward, serving the platter. Bend the elbows, hinge the torso forward, and then it's a tricep kickback, palms are facing the floor. A little faster, go in, reach, bend, kick back, go in, reach, bend, and kick back. So lots of stability work happening through your right leg here. Pushing into your right heel, pressing your inner thighs away from one another, and relaxing the toes of the right foot. 2 more, go in, and reach, and bend. Last time, all the way through. Now, take the arms forward, serve the platter, hold it there. Bicep curl, in, and out, you got it, in, and out. So now the shoulders are stacked over the hips. The back left heel is lifted high. Take your back left hip and spin it forward. Push down into the front right heel and really press the inner thighs away from one another. Go 4 more, go 3 more, go 2 more. Bend halfway, palms are facing your face, pulse the arms up and up. Now option, drop the hips. Go, little drop, little drop, little drop. Relax your shoulders. Elongate through the knuckles here. And really feel the elbow tips squeezing in towards one another. 8 more pulses, 8, 6, you're here for 4, 3, 2, stay low in the legs, rotate the palms to face me, coming out to the side, flip the palms right back to face your face, you've got it, take it, open and close, go wide, narrow. Could you sink a little lower in the legs? We're coming back to our turned out squat. 4 more, go 4, 3, 2, hold the out, soften your shoulders, sink lower, lift the heart, turned out squat in 4, 3, 2, step your left foot wide, turned out squat, arms sweep behind you, torso hinges forward. This time, 1 more time, palms face each other. Now from here, just a little bend, stretch with the arms, bend, reach, bend, reach, bend, reach. So you're back in your starting position. Heels are under the shoulders. You have that slight external rotation of your legs. You're in the tricep extension with the thumbs pointing down towards the floor and the pinkies lifting up to the ceiling. 8 more reaches here, go 8, go 6, here for 4, 3, 2, arms stay where they are, inhale. As you exhale, don't move your left foot. Take your right foot, step it back behind your left. Just gonna shimmy myself a little bit here. Perfect. So, your back right toes line up with your front left heel. Inner thighs press away from one another. Now pull the front left hip back. Take an inhale here, and a big exhale. On your next inhale, you're gonna rise up, and as you do that, you're gonna sweep your arms out to the sides of the room, palms face toward me. And then reverse that, 2 counts, you're gonna hinge your torso forward and squeeze the arms behind you, tricep extension. That's it, you've got it. Inhale up, and exhale, hinge. Inhale, rise, and exhale, sweep. Arms stay straight. Nothing is changing in the shape of your spine. We are just hinging it up and forward. You got it, lift and hinge. 2 more times, go up. You're doing awesome. And forward. Last full one, it's up. Forward, now sweep it up, hold it up. Arms reaching to the sides of the room. Little pulses, up and up and up and up. Yes. Now if you want, you drop the hips down and down and down. Shoulders stack over the hips here. Feel the front left hip pulling back. And really press your back right hip bone forward. Go 8. Go 6. Go 4. 3. Legs stay. Right arm sweeps up. And out to the side, switch, left arm sweeps up. Nice and slow. Stay slow here. Right arm up. And right arm out. Left arm goes up. Now if it feels uncomfortable to sweep overhead, you could sweep forward instead. Okay. Go lift. 4 more times, you got it. Exhale up. Inhale out. 3 more times, it's up. And out. Last 2 lifts. And reach. Last one here goes up. Hold it there. Just breathe, arms longer. Shoulders soft, get a little lower in the legs. Turned out squat is where we finish. In 4, 3, 2, right foot steps out, under the shoulders. Squeeze the weights together. Still turned out. Hips back. Torso forward, sink low in the legs. Now take a pause here. Squeeze your heels towards one another. And then really press your inner thighs away. Push the weights away from the chest. Squeeze the weights together, really activate through the pectoral muscles. Take a little fly here. It's exhale, fly, squeeze, and go fly. You're almost done, go fly, and squeeze. This is it. You have one final variation for thighs and for arms. That's on deck. And then you'll hold it. 4 more, full range. And go 3. Go 2. Now this time fly the arms high. Hold them there. Relax your shoulders. Pulse your arms up 1 inch, little up, little up. Now everybody would join me. Drop your hips as you pulse the arms. Go, little drop, little drop. You've got this. 16 more. And a final hold for thighs. You've got it. 16, 15, 14. Maybe close your eyes. Maybe soften your shoulders a little bit more. Go 8, you'll hold it. 6, you'll hold it. Go 4, 3, 2. Here's your hold. Elbows high. Hips reach back. Inner thighs press open. And heels squeeze together. Hold right here for 4. Get lower. 3. Get lower. 2. Forward fold. Send your weights off to the side. Rotate your legs to parallel. Maybe walk the feet a hair wider if that feels good. And then just enjoy a stretch. Let yourself sway from side to side, releasing the hands, the shoulders, the face. Amazing work. That was a really challenging series. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. One more time, breathe in and let it go. Walk your hands over to the left side of your mat and come on down to a seat, laying all the way back on your back. Once you're down on the mat, plant your feet and take your hands back behind your head, interlacing your hands at the base of the skull. Take a big breath in here. Now, as you exhale, before you do anything else, I want you to really feel the abdominals engage. So feel the low belly pull in and down. Feel the sides of the waist wrap in, and then curl head, neck, and shoulders up, coming into this low curl position. Inhale, lower the head, neck back down. Exhale, curl it up. Keep going like that. It's inhale, lower, and exhale, curl. Now, really simple, right? You've done this a million times, I'm sure. So instead of kind of checking out here, can you find a way to take this simple movement and really use it to get a deeper engagement in the core? So as you curl up, you feel your pubic bone drawing up towards your belly button. You're feeling the sides of your waist really wrapping in towards center. And then double check that you're not crunching your chin down to your chest. The neck is staying really long and it's resting back into your hands. So your neck can be nice and supported here. 2 more times. We exhale, curl it up. Inhale, lower down. Last full range, it's exhale, curl. And inhale, lower. Now exhale, curl, and hold the up. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, float just your right leg up to a tabletop position. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, unwind back to center. Stay to the right. And come back to center. So we're feeling this rotation, not coming from our hips moving, but from our ribs. So the mid-spine is twisting towards the left thigh and back to center. Excuse me, towards the right thigh. What leg is this? The right one, that's what it is. 2 more times, we twist towards the right. Come back to center. Last time, twist to the right and hold your twist. Feel your left bottom rib or reach towards your right hip bone. Maybe curl your heart up 1 more inch. Take a breath here. As you exhale, keep your right leg where it is. Extend your left leg up to the ceiling. You're still twisting towards the right. Inhale here. On your exhale, let your left leg lower halfway down. And inhale, lift it up to the ceiling. Exhale, lower. And inhale, lift. Now, if this is too much, you can ditch this whole series with the left leg and just stay curled with your left foot planted. 2 more times. Exhale, lower. And inhale, lift. Last time here is exhale, lower. And inhale, lift. Now exhale, lower the left leg. Excuse me. Hold it there. Inhale. Exhale, maybe extend your right leg out to meet your left. You're still twisted. You're still open across the chest. Just hold and breathe right here. 8, 7, 6. We're back to center in 4. Curl higher. 3, 2. Plant the feet. Rest the head. Hands stay back behind the skull. Take a big breath in. Exhale, curl up. And inhale, lower. Keep going full range. It's exhale up. And inhale down. Yes. So now you probably feel a little imbalanced. Yeah, the right side of your waist is a lot more fatigued than the left. Don't worry, we'll even you out, I promise. As you curl though, try to stay really fired up equally through all the parts of the abdominal wall. 2 more, it's exhale, curl. And inhale, lower, last full one, it's up and down. Now curl up and hold it. Take a breath in here. Exhale, left leg floats up, tabletop position, right foot stays where it is. Inhale. Exhale, we twist to the left. And inhale, unwind back to center. Exhale, twist. So you'll notice I'm staying curled up, I'm just twisting and unwinding, not letting the shoulders tap back down to the mat. You know it's not the longest series we've ever done. So could you keep yourself lifted, knowing that you just have 2 more variations, 2 more times. We exhale, twist, and inhale. So now this time I want you to hold the twist. Feel the left bottom rib, the right bottom rib reaching toward the left hip bone. Woo. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, left leg stays. Right leg reaches up to the ceiling. Big breath in. Exhale, right leg lowers halfway down. You inhale, lift it straight back up. You've got it. Exhale down. And inhale up. We're still twisting towards the left. We're holding this deep contraction in the abdominals. Exhale, lower. And inhale up. 2 more times. Take it down. Lift it up. Yes, you've got it. Last full range. Now lower, halfway down. Hold it there, take a big breath in. Exhale, left leg extends to meet the right, just hold. You're still twisting. Maybe you curl higher. 8, 7, 6. We're back to center in 4, 3, 2. Plant the feet, rest the head. Hands stay where they are. Inhale. Exhale, you curl it up. We're almost done it. Inhale, lower. Yes, you've got it. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. 4 more times. Then you just take a hold to finish this abdominal series, okay? 2 more curls, that's it. Go curl it up and lower down. Now this time curl up, hold it. Now layer 1, you're just right here, holding and focusing. Layer 2, we're gonna reach the arms forward, maybe curling up even higher, imagining we could tap our heels with our fingertips. Now this is a great place to stay. If you need more, use your exhale to float your legs up to a tabletop position. If you need more, use your exhale to send the legs straight. Now you focus on what is best for you today. Go there and find your strength, find your stillness. Hold and breathe for 4. Curl higher, 3. You're here for 2. Hug the knees into the chest and slowly rock from side to side. Amazing work. Take a big breath in and let it go. Grab a hold of the backs of the thighs and gently rock yourself all the way up and over, coming to all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Now again, this will be a relatively long series. So if you have wrist sensitivity, I want to challenge you, or encourage you, I should say, to come down to a forearm tabletop for this whole series, okay? Right leg extends back behind you. Left arm reaches out in front of you. Pinky finger is down into the mat here. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, first fire up the abdominals, then float arm and leg up. Inhale, tap them down. It's a bird dog. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. Keep going like that. So I want you first to double check that your hips are staying nice and stable. So think back to the bear plank we did at the very beginning of class, when we did those shoulder taps, and how we really focused on not shifting our weight from side to side or letting our hips drop. Same concept here. As you lift the limbs, keep firing the abdominals so you're not letting your right hip drop down towards the mat. 2 more. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Last time here, go tap. Now hold the lift, just pulse the limbs up. Go little lift, little lift. Soften just slightly through your right elbow. And really extend energy out through the left fingers and through the right toes. So you're reaching in opposition here. Push down to the top of the left foot. And continue to pull your left hip bone back. So we're staying nice and square through the hips and not jutting our pelvis over toward the left here. You have 8 more pulses just like this. Go 8. Go 6. Here for 4, 3, 2. Stay where you are. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the right leg where it is. Bring the left hand back down to the mat. Now the right leg is going to come down to the mat, tapping your pinky toe to the floor on the outside of your left hip. As you exhale, I want you to squeeze and lift your right leg right back up to where you started, hovering right at center. It's inhale, tap pinky toe. Exhale, squeeze in, lift. Keep going. I'm just going to shimmy myself forward because I'm kicking my plant here. So you're crossing the right leg back behind the left, and then you're squeezing the glutes to bring your right leg back to center. So it's half of a rainbow, right? You're not doing that whole rainbow variation. Right pinky toe taps the floor. Glutes squeeze to lift. 2 more. You tap and squeeze. Last time here, go tap. Now hold the right leg hovering so you can get a little straighter. Push down to the top of the left foot and really pull your left hip bone back. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, really fire up to the abdominals. Now take your left shin and slide it back about 45 degrees. Left hand comes underneath your left shoulder and you rotate to face me, stacking right hip over left, finding a modified side plank here. Push down to the top of the left foot. Reach energy up through the right fingers. Keep your right leg as straight as you can get it. Tap the toes down to the floor and squeeze to lift it up. You've got it. Inhale down and exhale, lift. I want to encourage you to stay slow to start because there's so much balance that has to happen here. If you find that your left wrist gets fatigued, you can do this down on your forearm. If it's still too much, you can lay all the way down on your left side and make this more of a traditional side lying series, okay? 2 more, you tap and lift. Last time, here you go, tap. Now hold the lift. Right leg traces little circle, circle, and circle. It's tiny movement. Nothing else is moving, just your right leg drawing these little circles. Now you can take this right hand, put it wherever you want. And if balance is an issue, you could always rotate both hands back to the mat and just keep the external rotation in the bottom half of your body. And go 4, 3, 2, reverse other direction, go little circle. Could you get your right leg a little straighter? You have 1 more variation and a final hold. 8 more circles, 8, 6, go 4, 3, 2, just little pulses, right leg up and up. Now maybe your right arm reaches overhead, really shedding energy out through the right fingers and through the right toes. Relax your right shoulder, and then maybe you want to add a pulse up with the right arm as well. 8 more to a hold. 8, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Here's your hold. Inhale, reach longer. Exhale, maybe lift a little higher. Soften through both shoulders. Hold for 4, 3, 2. Bend the knees in. Take a seat on your heels. Big fluid side bend. Left arm reaches up and over. And right arm reaches up and over. Side to side. Amazing work. Whew, that is a ton of work for both sides of your glutes. So the second time is gonna feel harder because you've already worked both glutes, okay? But this is it. This is the end of class. We'll center off with a little push-up series. It's really short though, okay? After we do this last side, and that's it. One more time, either side. And then join me, all fours, let's do it. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Again, forearm tabletop is a great place to go if your wrists are cooked. Left leg out long, right arm out long, flipping your right pinky down towards the mat. Now push into your left hand, push into the top of the right foot, inhale. Exhale, lift arm and leg up. Inhale, you tap them down. It's exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. So again, double check a couple things. One, are you collapsing down into your left shoulder? Really try to press your left hand into the mat. Soften your left elbow just slightly to make sure you're not locking out here. And then double check what's happening in the abdominals. Are you as strong as possible through the abdominals here so that we're not letting our left hip drop down and up? 2 more times. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last time, here we go. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now lift arm and leg and hold it. Get the left leg a little straighter. Pulse the limbs up an inch. Up an inch. Little lift. Right thumb is lifting up to the sky. Now really feel the tips of the ears drawing forward. And feel length through the entirety of the spine. 8 more pulses. 8, 7, 6. Yes, you've got it. 4, 3, 2. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, left leg stays. Right hand comes back to the mat. Now take your left leg, keep it straight. Tap the pinky toe to the ground on the outside of your right hip. Then squeeze the glutes, straight leg, lift it right back up to center. Inhale, tap. And exhale, lift. Inhale, we tap the leg. Exhale, we lift it up. So a little different movement, right? But a great way to get into the glute med. So when you do glute work, hamstring work, you want to make sure you're really working all of the muscles that support your pelvis, right? So all of the muscles of the glutes, of the hips, of the legs. So we want to work in that 360-degree fashion. So you're working supporting muscles as well as big, meaty muscles. 2 more times, we tap. Then exhale, lift. Last time, here, go tap. Now hold the lift. Left leg gets straighter, inhale. As you exhale, really fire up through the abdominals. Find your balance. Take your right shin, slide it about 45 degrees behind you. Push down into the right hand and rotate into a modified side plank here. So stacking left hip over right. Feel free to adjust your bottom right shin as you need. Straight left leg taps and lift. It's inhale, tap, and exhale, lift. Lots of balance happening here. So yes, this is absolutely seat work, but this is absolutely core work, shoulder work, arm work. It's all the things. So much culminating here in the top, the end of class. Inhale, tap, and exhale, lift. 3 more times, go tap. Really feel the outer glutes squeeze to lift the leg. 2 more, go tap, and lift. Last time, here, go tap. Now you hold the lift, trace little circles with the left leg. Little circle, little circle. Again, this top left hand can go wherever it feels good for you. Doesn't matter to me. And you don't have to be looking at me. If it feels better for your neck to look down towards the mat, totally fine, okay? Relax both shoulders and feel your bottom right glutes working to support you here for 4, 3, 2, switch directions, other way. Little circle, you're almost there. You've got it, little circle. 8 more times, go 8. Final variation is on deck, you're there. In 4, 3, 2, left leg stay straight, just pulse it up and up. Maybe left arm reaches overhead. Feel more length through the fingers and through the toes. Push into the top of the right foot. Squeeze the right glute and stay long through both sides of the waist. Maybe left arm pulses up as well. You're here for 8, 7. Your final hold is in 4, 3, 2. Here's your hold. Inhale, get longer. Exhale, lift the limbs. Hold right here for 4, 3, 2. Come all the way down onto your back. I said we were going to finish with a push-up series, but I changed my mind. We're going to finish with the back dancing. Lay back on your back. Plant your feet. We've done plenty on our hands today. Let's reach our arms up to the sky. Glue your heels down into the mat here. They're hips distance. Take a breath in. Now as you exhale, squeeze the glutes and lift to a low bridge position, okay? This is not going to be a super long bridge series. It's just to center ourselves off. Push down through your heels. Actively feel your heels pulling back towards your hips. Feel how your hamstrings fire. From there, just tap your seat and lift. Go tap the mat, lift them up. Go tap and lift. Rib cage stays soft. Shoulders are soft. Neck is soft. And face is soft. 4 more times. Go 4, 3, 2. Hold the hips at that hover. Drive down through your heels. Just pulse your hips up an inch, little up, little up. You've got it. Lift and lift. Now really feel your upper arm bones heavy down into the mat here. See if you can get a little broader across your chest and let this work really be in the abdominals, in the glutes, and in the hamstrings. You have 8 more pulses just like this. Go 8, 7, 6. Yes, you're here for 4, 3. Hold the hips high. Inhale. Now as you exhale, I want you to lift both heels to a low hover off of the mat. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. And one more time, you tap your seat and lift. Go. It's tap the mat and lift it up. Go tap and lift. You're almost done. 4 more times. Go 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold that hover. And here's your hold for class. Push down through the balls of the feet. Squeeze the glutes, and then maybe lift your hips even higher in that bridge position. Relax through the upper body. Feel the heels pulling back towards your hips. Really fire up through your hamstrings. Hold here for 8, 7. Could you get a little softer in your face? A little stronger in your glutes. You're here for 4. We'll stretch. In 3, we stretch. In 2, tap your seat down. Hug your knees into your chest. And gently rock out from side to side, letting your low back release and massaging it out. Amazing work today. Let's take a figure 4 stretch. Right ankle crosses over left thigh. Reach through, maybe you grab a hold of the back of the left thigh and gently draw it towards your chest here. Really feel your head and your shoulders just heavy down into the mat here. No reason to have tension there. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Again, breathe in and out. On your next inhale, let your arms come out to a cactus shape. And let your legs fall towards the left. So your right foot comes to plant on the ground here. It's just a really gentle twist. Opening up through the low back, to the outer hip. Feel your right shoulder heavy into the floor here. And if you don't feel this, you can always hop your feet up closer to your left shoulder. It'll give you a little bigger twist as well. Take a big breath in. And let it out. Again, breathe in. And then as you exhale, use your abdominals to float your legs back up to center and switch figure 4 on the other side. Left ankle crosses right thigh. You can reach through, grab a hold of the right thigh, only if that feels good in your body. And then any variation that feels good, you can circle the ankle. You could find a little rocking from side to side, or maybe you just want to stay still. Big breath in, and let it go. One more time, inhale. On your exhale, let your arms come to that cactus shape and let your legs fall to the right. Left foot plants on the ground.
Good morning, Mary.
Oh.
The grounds of the university can be enhanced.
Alexa,
plant.
Stop. Sorry, guys. I just got a new device and she is very attentive. Make sure your left shoulder is heavy into the mat. Take a big breath in and let it go. One more time, breathe in. And then use your exhale to gently come back to center. Unwind your legs and find a first morning stretch, reaching fingers, toes long away from each other. Letting your ribcage flare open, letting your back arch. And then release that. Slowly find your way towards seated in whatever fashion feels good for you. Find a comfortable seated position, no rush. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, let it go. And that is your class for today. Amazing work. That was a really challenging class. As always, I hope that you'll give me feedback. I always like to hear from you that you thought it was challenging too, so that I feel a little like I'm not alone on an island finding my workouts really hard. I hope that you will share this class with friends, with family, anyone you think might enjoy it. And I really hope if you've not already, you will subscribe to the channel. I post new classes here every Monday, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you again soon.